Martini. Sam Limbardo 6202 writes, you should do a top best and worst movies of yours for a video. Sam, you got it. I have a list here. I don't have a top 5 list of my favorite movies of all time. I don't have a top 10 list. No. I am going to tell you my top 14 movies of all time. Why not 15? Don't ask. I don't have an answer for you. It's 14. We're just going to stick with that. Before I get to the list, I want to talk about certain movies that are not on this list, and perhaps should be. Your Casablancas, your Godfathers, your Rear Windows, et al. These are great movies. They're the best movies of all time, but that's not the criteria I used to construct this list. I only used one criterion. Movies that I can and want to watch over and over again. That is what I got here. So, this list is in no particular order. Now, some of you who are longtime viewers will recognize the first 5 movies on this list, because at one time I said that they were my top 5 movies of all time. But I reiterate, this list is in no particular order. Some of those movies might not be in my top 5 anymore. I don't know. They're in the top 14, though. I think I need another sip of my martini. I like a twist. Sometimes I like an olive too. I go back and forth. I really like a Gibson. Don't know what a Gibson is? Look it up, youngin'. All right. Top 14 movies. Here we go. Goodfellas. Brazil. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Young Frankenstein. It's a Wonderful Life. Those may sound familiar to some of you. Miller's Crossing. A Face in the Crowd. Dog Day Afternoon. Grosse Point Blank. Evil Dead 2. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Quick Change. And The Boys in the Band. Now, if I were to fill this out to 20, I probably would pick 6 more movies. That's how math works. And what would those movies be? Oh, I don't know. Probably Blazing Saddles would be in there. Dr. Strangelove would be in there. Gun Crazy, which is my favorite film noir, would definitely... In fact, Gun Crazy might be number 15. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. So those are my favorite movies of all time. You can watch them over and over again. Some of them I've seen 4 times. All right, the worst. I don't have a top 5 worst movies to share with you. I don't have a top 10 worst. That's not. I do have a top. It's 10. I have 10. Sorry, I got ahead of myself a little bit there. Before I get to that list, though, I want to talk about the movies that are not on that list. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Tommy Wiseau's The Room. I would never put these on a worst movies list because I love those movies. Those movies are like nasty tasting candy to me. There are those videos that you see of kids' band concerts where you have this orchestra of children and they're all tuning up. And then the teacher does, is at the podium and then he starts and they all start playing and they're all off key. And it's just this cacophonous noise. And you laugh at it because it's funny. These movies are like that. Like every note is wrong. But you don't want them to stop playing because the sound is too perfect. There's another movie that's not on my worst movies of all time list that I want to talk about. Back in the early 2000s, I heard about this movie. Everyone said, you got to go see it. It's like The Princess Bride. You like The Princess Bride, right? But it's a cartoon, and it's really funny, and it's really irreverent. And it's like Toy Story. It's a cartoon for kids and adults. Go see this movie. So I ran out, and I saw Shrek. And I have hated Shrek ever since. I'm a Shrek hater. Dyed in the wool for decades. I don't like that movie. I don't like the main character. I don't like the donkey. I don't like the anachronism. Not a fan. But I would not put Shrek on this list because there's an inherent quality to it. And I understand that a lot of people love this movie, and that means something to me. I'm not someone who hates something because everyone loves it. I get why it's popular and why people like it. I just don't. Top 10 worst movies I've ever seen. These are not just bad. They're really bad. Fierce Creatures. The Weatherman. The Comedian. Ali G in the House Martin and Orloff. Crash. Meet the Feebles. 1941. Youth. And number 10, I have to put an asterisk next to. Asterisk. Asterisk. I'm starting to mispronounce things. Time for another sip of my martini. Martini. That will set my mind and my mouth right. The last movie has an asterisk because technically I have not watched the whole thing. But I've seen enough of it to know that Master of Disguise certainly belongs on this list. It was a heartbreaking experience to watch. I think that's why I had to stop watching. Because I think it's a bit much to call Dana Carvey a comedy legend, and so I won't. But he certainly is a significant force in comedy in the last half of the 20th century. And I just can't imagine he or anyone involved with that looked at that movie and thought, yeah, it's done. It's ready. Let's take this out there and make box office magic with it. No. It's very bad, very incompetent, and it's very sad. Now, if you, the viewer, if you like any of these movies, good for you. I don't. That's the way that goes. As promised, I have one more bit of acting that I do with Mr. Vincent Price, the late, great man of movies. And here it is.
You play the title role in the following scene.
Oh,
you are the lovely,
nice.
wealthy, and now overwrought Marissa. Vincent Price plays your domineering husband, Jonathan. For the past several months, you have harbored a growing fear that you are losing your mind.
Nonsense, my dear. The sherry was not there. You thought you put it there. Now run like a good girl and get it.
But I put it there. I put out your jacket and slippers and I poured the sherry. I remember it. I do. I got the glass. No. Mary got the glass and...
Well, if you must make a point, you could call Mary.
No, I got the glass. I remember now. I got it from the kitchen. I had called Mary.
Mary!
She's gone home. I remember now. I called for her, but she had gone. She's gone home.
I do so hate to see you get yourself in a state over nothing.
It's not nothing. I poured a glass of sherry. I set it there on the table, and now it's gone. Jonathan, oh, Jonathan, I'm not losing my mind, am I?
You need a rest. This whole affair, your father's passing, legal complications, became too much for you.
Yes.
When the estate is settled, we'll take a long cruise. Round the world, if you like. Now, where is my paper?
There, on the table, beside the sherry. I know you said you wanted your sherry and the paper. Are you sure it isn't there?
Marissa?
Yes?
Don't play games with me, Marissa. Get the paper. You've had your little joke.
Oh, no.
What is it, my dear?
I put the paper on the table. I know I did. I remember the headlines. I remember exactly. They read...
Please, Marissa. You will make me angry. Now fetch me the paper, and then get ready for dinner. We're dining at the Savoy.
The Savoy? Tonight?
Marissa?
Yes.
Well, surely you haven't forgotten.
No, of course. Of course I haven't. All right, I'll change. I'll go up and change. But the paper...
Never mind the paper, my dear.
I'll run for the paper and get another. I don't know what could have happened to it. I'll get another. I will take only a minute.
Marissa, stop it.
My coat!
My dear, if I didn't know you better, I'd begin to have doubts.
About my sanity?
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that.
It's true, isn't it? I'm losing my mind. Yesterday it was the bill from the printers. I paid it to him directly for the letterhead, and then there was the check to Mary. Oh, Jonathan, I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to wind up in a madhouse. Help me, Jonathan. Please help me.
I suppose we could call a doctor, have him examine you.
There's something wrong with me. Please, Jonathan, call a doctor. Do something. Here, I'll dial the number for you.
I'll talk to Dr. Bear. Now you go up and change.
Yes, I'll do that.
Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Doctor.
Oh,
Jonathan Clyde here.
Hi, Jonathan.
Very well, thank you. Marissa? Oh, same as usual.
Crazy?
No. Nothing of the sort. Well, The fact is, we're giving a little party
Oh,
Tuesday night, and
a party.
wondering if you and Mrs. Baird would join us.
No, I won't be
You
there.
will, fine.
No,
I don't expect you.
no, I won't be there.
No? Well, I'd rather not talk about that just now.
Okay.
Yes, it is unfortunate,
No, it's very important.
but then we all have our crosses to bear.
Mm-hmm. All right, like Jesus.
Mine might well be Marissa.
Oh, yeah, she's a... Pauses are not long enough. I'm gonna go get that Christmas card. Christmas time is here. Kids are full of cheer. I have one more Christmas card to open. It's from Carrie Mathias over there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's her pup Watson there. There he is. What a cute dog. This is Merry Christmas from Carrie and Watson. We wish you a beautiful holiday season full of love and wonder and best wishes for 2024. Thanks, Carrie, and thank you, Watson. What else is on the paper? Oh, time for a little bit of this. Martini. Thank you for watching. I want you to visit the website. I'm not going to blather on about the website. You know all about it. Just go there and check it out. Do some things. Whatever you need to do. And next time will be our last hiatus video that's coming out this coming Friday, and it is going to be another episode of Just the Couch. What short film are we going to watch? Who's my guest going to be? You'll not know until 7 days from now. So, good weekend to you, and maybe relax, sip a cocktail like I'm doing, one of these. Oh yeah, this is not a prop. This is a real thing. And that's a real twist too. I did that with a special knife.